lacrosse team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. It's Kaepernick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Kadarius Toney deep for the Giants. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now Jones. Open man right side is Toney. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The Giants were able to trade back with Chicago and still land speedster Kadarius Toney with a 20th overall pick. This young flash out of Florida should help a Giants offense that was 31st in the NFL last year. And young quarterback Daniel Jones, he needs a target who can move the ball downfield. Toney excels at making guys miss in the open field, has a great change of pace, and picks up a 1st down with that catch.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And the Giants needed and went out and got a bona fide #1 receiver in Kenny Galladay from Detroit, where he spent 4 seasons and twice went over 1,000 yards. He'll really help the young quarterback, Daniel Jones.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, he dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. This is Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Kaepernick. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here comes Tony on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 23 yards, the final tally. We're scoreless after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. From the gun, Jones. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down. And Gano's kick is right through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Now Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. He's got his target. It's Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Adam Humphries spent 4 years in Tampa and 2 in Tennessee. Knows how to operate out of the slot and find his way open downfield. Makes a good catch there.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Giants' 6-yard line.
One more time with Gibson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Gibson, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Jones' throw caught by Tony. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Barkley a 1st down and more. And finally brought down at the 38. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, as the first half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Jones now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. As Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything different.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter, his second sack of the night. Play action. Now Kaepernick. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They'll run with Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Going quickly here to Thomas. Powering his way forward and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished third among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is awfully bright.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington has retaken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing,
and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the night. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Kaepernick now to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick again. That's out to the flat for Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Kaepernick going to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. John Bates with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Eluding the, and he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Jones. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 at the 9.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Once more, Gibson.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Now a play fake, Kaepernick. Flush to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Lorenzo Carter, his second sack of the night.
To throw, Kaepernick. Pass caught left side by Humphries. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Kaepernick. He gets it to Thomas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 61 yards.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long.
And got his man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
To throw is Jones.
And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Jones. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3. Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? To throw is Kaepernick. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here's Jones.
And his throw is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jones. That's going to be caught by Tony and brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, 2 yards.
Throwing Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games.